Hello everyone, welcome to Leverguns 50. Today we're going to see how many of these jugs we can shoot through with a 450 grain bullet at Winchester's original loading for the 5110. So we're going to be using a 450 grain bullet at about 1500 feet a second to see how many of these jugs it'll go through. Now, like I said, that's the Barnes 450 grain bullet that should be comparable to the original bullets back in the day, and this 5110 cartridge was carried to both poles in protection because they didn't know what was at those poles. But we're gonna try it out on these water jugs and just see what it'll do. And if it doesn't do very good, we do have a 425 grain Hawk bullet, and if we have any jugs left over, we'll try that out as well. And it should be going about the same velocity. Here's my 1886 Winchester and 5110. It's kind of got the pistol grip of the 71 Winchester and the buttstock. But let's set up and get to shooting this thing. And if you want to see how I come about getting this thing, I'll leave a link to that video down below in the description, and may even leave a link in the comment section. I'm going to try to get just right so that we can go straight down through these jugs and not get off to one side or the other. Because this is a long bunch of jugs, and we kind of want the bullet to go as straight through them as we can get it. Okay, what we can see straight off, 1, 2, this is going to probably be the first jug. I'm going to say this is probably the second. Then that's going to be the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, the eighth, the ninth, the 10th, the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, the 14th, the 15th, the 16th, and here it is on the 17th jug right there. Look at that, 17th jug, the bullet's sticking out right here. See the 17th jug, the bullet's sticking out. Look at that. So that was 17 jugs. I don't know what you guys think, but there you are with that bullet. Take a look at there. 17 jugs. It stopped sticking out of the 17th jug. I don't know what you guys think, but 17 jugs of water is a whole lot of water to penetrate through, and we only had one left. That is pretty stinking amazing. And that's with original factory loads, which, as you see, it didn't expand, but I didn't expect it to. That's pretty amazing right there. That bullet just sticking out of that one right there. All right, we're gonna see if this round point does something different than that flat point did. Gonna try to shoot like we did with the flat point, as straight as we can down through all these jugs, and see how far down there it goes. Hopefully we'll be steady and shoot straight. It blew up the first ones just like the other one did. Let's go down here and take a look at it. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the ground. So that's 6. It veered off. We lost that bullet. That's what I hate about round nose bullets. They tend to veer off where flat points don't. Okay, 6, that was 7, 8, 9, 10. You see it's coming out the side. So that's 11. And then the 12th one that come out the side and flew down to the wild blue yonder. We'll see if we can't find where it impacted. Maybe we'll be able to find it. Well, I see kind of an odd phenomenon, and I don't know if this has anything to do with that bullet, but that water in there is dirty. Like if something shook it up, I see some water splashed up on the top, and I see this hole in the side of this jug. I don't know, looks like something hit it right there. I don't know if it's inside of it or it just hit it and bounced off. But I had been putting bullets that I picked up off the range in this, and it's filled up with water. But you can see a fresh impact right there on the side of it. I don't know that it's inside of there, but it did shake up the water. So let's dump out the water. I mean, obviously it has other bullets in there, but they're not going to be nice and shiny. And I think no, that's not it. That's an old bullet. There's a lot of bullets in there I got to go through. Let's see if any of them look like they're fresh. That one does right there. What is the chances of that? That's it right there. That is incredible. Who would ever thunk it? That is amazing. So it did start to expand slightly. And it stopped in this jug right here. You can see that right there. It must have popped through there. But you can see there's all these other bullets in there look kind of old. That is amazing. That's that 425 grain bullet. So it went through 11 jugs and entered into this jug, but did not penetrate this. So you could say it basically stopped in the 12th 1 gallon of water. There are those two beautiful bullets. And just to give you an idea, see, here's our water jugs, and if you look down range, you can see that 1 gallon can of water. So that bullet veered off and went over there and hit that can right there. And, you know, that's a good probably 6 or 7 yards down range beyond these. So it went through those, veered off, and hit that jug and stopped in there. So that's pretty good. So we know it stopped in the, I think, what was it, 11th or 12th jug? I think it's 12th jug of water. Although if you look at this one, it only went through the, back up. If you look at this one, it only went through about 3 inches of it. So that's pretty amazing. There you have it, the Hawk versus the Barnes. 450 grain Barnes, 425 grain Hawk. That Hawk has a really thick jacket, and even so it deformed more than the Barnes. It might have been going slightly faster, being 25 grains less. Wow, that was amazing. That was really unique how that bullet veered off and hit that. I mean, what's the chances of hitting a 1 gallon can down range? But it did, and we caught it. And you see the comparison. Now, the 450 grain Barnes held together a little bit better than that 425 as far as, you know, keeping its shape. Now, that bulge would have probably made it do more damage on the 425 Hawk bullet. The Hawk bullet has a thicker jacket, but either way, either one of them would have done the job. But it kind of goes back to my theory that round nose and pointed bullets veer off quite easily, where flat nose bullets do pretty much straight line penetration in comparison. So I have multiple videos on trying to get a round or pointed bullet to go straight through these jugs, and they almost never do. They're hard to catch. But hey, we had that can sitting down range, and that bullet just went right in there and we was able to catch it. That was really cool. I really appreciate you guys watching. God bless each and every one of you. Remember, like Buffalo's Outdoors says, your freedom is the greater good. God bless each and every one of you. Come back and see me, you hear?